Do you feel like the exercises you are doing for your sciatica are not giving you the relief that you want and deserve? Well, Georgia, a client of mine, was doing all the generic exercises that she was given from her doctor, her chiropractor, and every other provider who she saw over the past couple of years, and she only got some temporary relief at best. Her pain always came back. Then, after finding us and working with us for 5 weeks, her symptoms are 80% improved because she started doing the right exercises to the right side of the body. And I'm going to talk about these exercises in this video. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Dean Volk. I've been a physical therapist for over 32 years, with the last 16 years focusing on sciatica, and I have helped over 10,000 clients in my career break free from their sciatica pain. But before getting to the correct exercises, let's first discover a bit about why these generic exercises are not working for most people. And these are the generic exercises that you can find on YouTube or searching on Google under sciatica exercises. And these are also the exercises that most PTs, chiropractors, and doctors hand out to their clients, but they typically don't work well. And I'm telling you that you should probably stop doing them, as they may be actually harming you and making your sciatica symptoms last longer. So the question is, why do these generic exercises or these non-specific exercises typically not work for a majority of the people who have tried them? Number one, they are not specific to you. They are not specific to your condition, to your symptoms, to your underlying causes, and they're not healthy for your body. People generally have biases in the movements that they can do while they're dealing with sciatica. Some people prefer a flexion or bending forward, while other people prefer a leaning backwards. Some people prefer a little bit of a side bend, one direction or the other, or maybe a little bit of a rotation of the trunk, one side versus the other. These generic exercises typically work both sides evenly or front to back evenly. And when you're doing that, and when you're working evenly on both sides to the side that maybe your body prefers, and then to the side that your body doesn't prefer, you are just aggravating the problem more and more by doing the exercises specifically to the side that your body does not like. Generally speaking, doing exercises to the both sides of your body evenly does not take into account the imbalances in your body that are caused from the pain and the way your body compensates. That's number one. Another reason why these generic exercises don't work, because any type of exercise that adds discomfort or causes pain while you're doing it is not the right exercise for you. You've heard it said over and over, no pain, no gain. Well, that's great if you're a 19-year-old doing physical activities trying to get into the Marines. If you are dealing with sciatica and you're trying to push through pain, all that is going to do is going to cause your body to compensate and fight against the pain, which is going to cause more imbalances in your body, causing the pain to last longer. So any exercise that you've been given that is focused on the painful side and is causing pain while you're doing it, please stop. All right? The right exercises for people are those that account for your imbalances. And what I mean by imbalances is not, hey, how can you balance on one foot or not? But anytime somebody has any pain, tightness, stiffness, soreness, discomfort, achiness, anything out of the ordinary going on in their body, the body's natural response is to compensate for itself. And I always use the example, when somebody is walking around on a bad sprained ankle, why is their head, neck, and shoulders and their whole body involved in moving when the problem is down in their ankle? And it's very easy to explain. The muscles around the ankle are doing this to protect any further damage from that ankle. Meanwhile, because it's painful to step on that side, your body shifts to the opposite side. So in order for you to function, your body is going to compensate, which causes this to pull over here, this to pull over here, and your body is out of balance simply because it's compensating, trying to help you function with as minimal pain as possible. So I'm sure you're asking now, well, Dean, what is the best way to help this pain? What are the things you need to do? And what are the exercises you need to do? And I just want to start first off by saying what we need to do is make sure that we are increasing inputs to our body that are comfortable, easy, and what I like to call OCP. You need to find your optimal, comfortable position, whether you're sitting, standing, laying, whatever position you're in, to try to calm down the tension in the body. Because as I said, with all these imbalances in the body, guess what happens? You have all this extra physical tension and stress, which are affecting the area that your body's trying to protect, and it's not allowing the area of protection to relax and allow normal blood flow and normal nerve conduction for healing to begin. I always tell people, what we need to do is you need to find those movements, positions, and activities that comfort and sort of act like a positive trigger to your body, and avoid those triggers, those activities, movements, and positions that actually stress your body and aggravate your body. And everybody typically knows, hey, you know what, if I sit too long, or if I walk too long, or if I bend, or if I lean, they know the positions and activities or movements that aggravate their pain. You want to avoid that as much as humanly possible. And I know some people are going, Dean, I have to walk. Dean, I have to sit. Those are my triggers. But you want to minimize those and maybe change up the way you're doing those so that you're not flaring up your pain all the time. Now, the best approach and the best exercises that I have found that have helped more than 95% of my clients is, number one, first, you've got to find where your imbalances are in your body. Is it in your trunk? Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your arms? Is it in your legs? Because what you want to do is you need to learn how to assess your body to find the imbalances so you'll know the right exercises. I wish I can say, hey, do these 3 exercises and you will be fine. But here's the problem. Everybody's body is different. Most people have different symptoms. Most people have different underlying causes, and everybody responds to pain differently, all based on their history, all based on what they've been through in their lives. Some people really tense up their entire body. Other people may just stress their neck and they get that neck tension and those rounded shoulders. Other people may tighten up their glutes even more and their quads. And so many times people are told you got to tighten up your core. So people bear down and tighten up their core. But the problem is, if you're trying to tighten and stabilize things while your body is out of balance, you're just reinforcing those imbalances. So the best thing I can tell you to do, number one, find a specialist in your area who understands exercises, who understands how to balance out your body. Because once your body gets balanced out, then you can work on the core stabilization and the strengthening, because then you can hold yourself in a position that's balanced and less painful so that you can get back to doing those things that you want to do. So I'm sorry, I wish it was easy to say, hey, do these 3 exercises and you'll be fine. But that's impossible to do for everybody, simply because people respond differently to exercises. People's bodies respond differently to pain. And to hand out generic exercises that work both sides of your body, praying and hoping that the exercises are right for you, is not a good way. So find a specialist in your area. If you want to work with us, feel free to reach out. If you want to learn the 10 things that I have learned after helping my last 1,879 clients break free from their sciatica pain, you can check out the video that's on the screen now.